Welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to teach you to paint something cute while also keeping it simple and sweet. Today I chose the colors pink and purple for my background. The white is on there to blend the colors in together. When you are trying to make a background, to get the best blend possible, blend it with white. As you can see, I'm just going slowly back and forth. Each and every time I need to add more paint, I dip it in all three of them. I do finish the sides of the canvas because it makes it look more like a finished painting. I then chose to add blue, so I put the blue right next to the white because that is how I'm going to blend the blue and the white together. It's the easiest to blend when you have a dry brush. I then take a little circle sponge that I have because I plan on making a moon. So I dip it in the white, I see how much is on there because you don't want to overload it, I stamp it on the page and I turn it so you get that full moon look. I then use the same circle tool to make my clouds fluffy. You just add white, not too much white, and then you blend it into the canvas. So once you start running out of paint, that's when you just keep stamping. It will give the cloud the depth that you're looking for. I then take the same sponge with not much paint on it and just stamp it right in the water, very, very lightly to kind of make a reflection. Take a smaller square brush to then do the land. So for the land, I am going to use just black as a silhouette, and I'm going to go right where the water meets the sky, and I am just going to make a little thing of land. It doesn't matter how you want to shape it. It really doesn't. I shaped it as like hills and little mountains. I then go to the other side and I make another little thing of land, but I make this one a little bit smaller because it is in the distance. You want your distance to be smaller than your foreground. I then come to the front of the painting and the foreground needs to be the biggest. So this piece of land is closest to you if you were standing here looking at this view. I then just make another little island because I thought it looked a little bare. So that is a little bit in the distance. I'm going to make that a little smaller, and then right underneath it, right in front of it, I am going to make a bigger piece of land for the foreground again. I then take a smaller brush to add a few birds. The birds are the easiest part. You just do one loop and one loop. That is it. This is just me going back in and adding a few more clouds where I felt I wanted to add clouds. I then grab my small square brush and I start to make trees. For the trees, you just go back and forth and then turn the brush. That is it. For all of the trees that you make, you go back and forth, dab it, and then turn it. You then want to add white and black to the brush to add the highlight onto the trees. So it'll give you a little bit more depth and it will separate it from the land. I then take the same brush and I use more white on it because the land is black to add a little bit of grass. Literally, to do this, you just keep dabbing. And that's my Tutorial Tuesday for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week.